Welcome in to Tracy C Positive Tea Corner. I hope everyone is having a good day or had a good day. Um, I had to postpone the live from last night. Time got away from me, so I do apologize for any inconveniences. So, just wait for a few people to come in. So, yes, I just wanted to. Tonight's topic is it's actually a story time of something that happened to me a few years back, where I was working. One day I wanted to order something, and I didn't want it to have it shipped to where I lived, and I didn't have a post office, a PO box at the time, so I had it, and I okayed it with my boss to have it delivered there. Small item, nothing big. Nevertheless, it was mine though, and I had a coworker took it upon himself. Yes, it was a male that decided he would take the item. Um, After me checking to see when it would be delivered. You know how you get the notice of when it's en route, when it's near, when it's actually been delivered. So yeah, I saw where it had been delivered, and I was like, "Yay! I get to get my package, my item." So the next day when I went to work, I checked where the packages would normally be, because I'm not the only one who had packages delivered. So I checked, I looked, I didn't see anything. And I said, okay, I just want. So as I was asking other coworkers, had they seen the package? Did they see, it been delivered or whatever? Because at this point, I was kind of worried because it said that it was delivered to the correct address. So I did my little detective work. I called the post office, and sure enough, the lady confirmed um, that it had been delivered to the right address. So I thought that was odd. So there's like another business that's not too far from my place of employment. So I called them, and they had no clue it wasn't there. So a few days go by. I'm still asking, had anyone come across my package? And the very person that I asked him up and down. I said, "Did you see the package? Do you know?" And he said, "Oh no, I didn't see it. But if I come across it, I'll let you know. I'll let you know." So I was like, okay. I felt okay. Well, maybe it just got mixed up somewhere. Maybe it's still there in the facility. Don't know. So I asked one of my bosses. I asked, could they possibly check the cameras to see what. So one of my the supervisor, of course, he said he didn't see anything. He didn't see anybody um, receiving the package, walking off with it, or anything. Um, because the way the mailbox is, it's like on the outer part. So it's on the outer part of the building. So I thought maybe someone could have possibly walked up and grabbed it out of there, which I was at the time, I was like, nah, maybe that's a possibility. Wasn't sure. Um, so my the other boss, which is actually my boss, he checked the cameras, and sure enough, he saw what he needed to see. And as he was looking, he had me step out because I was right there while he was looking at the computers, um, or looking at the camera. And so later on, you know, he, I guess the person who actually uh, stole the package was the person that told me if he saw something, he would, let me know, or, So I thought to myself at that moment, I was like, how in the world? Because this was something, a personal item, nothing that he could use or, would want, well, I didn't think he could use it or want it. So, you know, unfortunately, nothing happened to him. He was like, suspended for a couple of days. That's it. And at the time, I wasn't too familiar with how everything worked. I didn't know that that's actually a felony to, steal another person's mail or take mail, period. So, yeah, that happened. And after that, I didn't really have any contact or any conversation with this person. Really didn't have too much to say. I wasn't rude. I didn't go out of my way to be mean. I didn't, just treat him bad. I just didn't have anything to say. I stayed in my work area, and he stayed in his work area. And at that time, he didn't apologize. He didn't own up to it. He didn't say he was sorry. But the kicker is, when I got the package, because the package was given back to me when I got the package, it was in the Amazon packaging, but it wasn't in its original contents, meaning there was no return receipt. It wasn't even in the plastic um, shield that, when you order something, they wrap, how they wrap it. So I thought that was odd. So my mind was telling me this. He went through it and all this, and I mean, what was, yeah. So he didn't, apologize right off. It took some time, and it took, I guess, my boss had to make him apologize. And then the apology was dry. It wasn't really, I'm sorry. It was, sorry for what happened. But you're really not owning up to what you did. You're sorry that you got caught. You're sorry that it was found out that you're the one who stole the package. So, yeah. And then, after that, it was like I still didn't have too much to say to him, but I guess in his mind he thought, well, I said what I said. I should be okay. We should be, still able to, communicate. No, I would say good morning, this and that, but it was never a, hey, how you doing, kind of, thing or whatever. So I just, stayed out of his way. And, he made a comment one day. He was like, I apologize, but you're acting like you can't accept it. It's not that I can't accept it. It's just that it wasn't an apology. It was more of a, you're saying this because you got caught, because you were found out. And that, my opinion, that's why, that's what I thought at the time. He wasn't sorry for what he did. It was more so of that he got caught, and I didn't think that, I don't know. I guess I didn't think, but it's like, I felt like, how can you steal from someone? How can you, that you work with, that I guess that was my naive brain thinking that, but now I know that, you know, that happens among, in the workplace. So that is my experience, having someone, a coworker, steal from me. So, So anyway, guys, I'll be on for a few more minutes, but that was my story time, my experience, theft in the workplace. You know, um, when your coworkers are stealing from you, because you know how like sometimes you can, I guess we had an employee refrigerator, and items would go missing or just walk away, LOL. But to actually have someone take something out of the mailbox that did not belong to them and take it as if it was theirs, and then me asking the person, have you do you know anything, have you seen the package, and then telling you straight up that no, I didn't see it, I don't know what happened to it, but I will let you know. So you're the one who stole it, but you're playing the role of you're going to help me get to the bottom of it. And that's the part that I felt like was so wrong. Hey, Tariq, welcome in. How are you? I was just, talking about the time that I had a coworker steal an item from me. But when someone, agrees to help you look for it or say, "Oh, I'll look out for you. I'll let you know if I hear anything," it's kind of like a slap in the face because all the while you have my package, but you're telling me that you're going to help me get to the bottom of it, find the person who did it when, you stand in my face, facing me, looking me in my eye and telling me, "Oh, I don't know what happened to it," but all the while you had it. Yeah, that's really messed up. And, he didn't get fired. Never, he didn't get fired. He got suspended for a few days, but that, work relationship or work, whatever you want to call it, wasn't the same. I really didn't have two words to say to this person. I didn't go out of my way to be mean or anything or to be nasty, but I stayed in my workstation and I didn't communicate or interact with this person again. If it was something dealing with a company where we had a meeting where I had to interact, then I would have to just play part. But at the same time, that I didn't trust him. As far as I could see him, as they say. So if I were the boss, exactly. That's what I only mentioned it to a few people, and their response was he should have been fired, which he should have been. He should have been terminated right on the spot. Because that at the time I didn't know, but that is a felony. You know, but I let it go. You know, it was returned, but at the same time, it wasn't the same. It was, something that I ordered, and I thought, well, I wanted to have it sent to, my place of employment because I didn't have a PO box and I didn't want it to be sent to my home address, so I had it shipped that way. So, you know, and I had, known of people doing that, having their packages delivered. A boss keeping an employee like that is betrayal to those who are hardworking. Exactly. So, and it just destroyed the trust that I had in people. That's why it's very hard for me to trust anyone. As far as um, new people that I meet. So, but yeah, that was my experience. I was sad. I was upset because I was like, this is something that I wanted. It was actually supposed to be something that I wanted for my birthday. And so I said, well, I had ordered it in enough time, and here I am thinking that somebody did off the street or they lost my package or, but I went through all the necessary steps. I called the post office. I, did everything, my due diligence, as I say. And, and I was thinking to myself, well, maybe um, they sent the package back. I don't know what, but it showed that it was delivered on my update from, they update you with an email or a text. You get the update whether it's been delivered or, whether it's been rerouted or whatever. Like you stay. Yeah, I pretty much stay. I mean, I mingle, but for the most part, I'm to myself. You know. I mean, I'm not one of those people who don't like to meet people. I love meeting people. It's just you have to be careful with you know those types of things. Anyway, I'm not gonna keep you. That was my experience, my story time. Um, I appreciate you, Tariq, and everyone. If you can catch the replay, if you like the live on your way in or on your way out, it would be much appreciated. I thank you guys, everyone, um, for stopping by. Pleasure. Thank you, Tariq. So you have a blessed night and good rest of your night. I don't know if we're part of the world you are, but it's only 8 here, or it's 8:17 here. So I don't know on your part in your part of the world what time it is. But anyway, you have a good night, and until the next time, peace.